This video is brought to you in association with Make Jewellery, the UK's best jewellery making magazine. For exclusive subscription offers, visit www.craftyclub.net.
Hi there, I'm Emma Ward and I'm pleased to welcome you to our latest video demonstration brought to you by the Crafts channel. I'm joined today by Corinne Bradd, who's going to be showing us how to make a wire tree pendant. So Corinne, what do we need to do first?
Well, these tree pendants, or tree of life pendants as they're sometimes called, they're made from twisted wire in a frame that you can buy Jewellery Finding, so you've got a ready-made frame, or you can make your own frame from thicker wire, which I'm going to show you in a minute.
Okay.
And then you twist wire roots onto it, thread them with beads and join them up, and you make lovely, sometimes people call them bubble trees as well, but they're great little pendants. There's a spring tree there.
Yeah.
There's an autumnal tree here.
They're lovely.
I'm going to make a random tree in pink and green, just for the sheer of it. So to start with, to make the frame, you'll need some thick wire. Now I've got some thick craft wire here in a beautiful pink.
Lovely.
It's about 2 to 3 millimetres thick. So grab yourself some wire so you've got plenty to work with. Okay. And then with your round nose pliers, go about 1 inch from the end, yeah? And bend your wire down like this. What you want to try and do is make sure you've got like a question mark shape on the longer bit, yeah?
Right.
And then you can twist this wire, and this wire is, although it's thick, it's very malleable.
Yeah.
You can do it with your fingers, okay? I'm just going to leave this piece like this. We'll tidy that end up in a minute. So then go down about 5 millimetres from that twist and make your first 90-degree bend. Go across. Make another 90-degree bend. Depending on how big you want to make your tree. I'm going to make this one quite big just for ease of showing people how to do it. Make another bend here. Now the trick here is being able to judge where you make your next bend so that you've actually got a square.
Yeah, okay.
Now I can see now that this is going to be a very wide tree of life, but we'll carry on because it won't be too bad and it will give us more room to work with. Another 90-degree bend here. And about there. Okay, and then you can cut your wire.
Right.
Give yourself 1 inch or so to play with. Move that to the side. So you've got your frame. Now you look at it, you can tell if you've got sides that are too long. Now I've definitely got a side that's too long here, so I'm just going to bend this slightly.
So even if it isn't perfect the first time, you can rework it because the wire is quite bendy.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I mean, to be honest with you, even if it isn't perfect, it's been handmade. It makes it original. So what I want to do now is I want to twist this around here so that in the end the coil will join up. So I need to make sure I'm twisting it in the right direction. So I need that wire behind there, yeah? And then I'm just going to hold this in place. In fact, I'll hold it down here. This is the trickiest bit. Just bending that around that in the first place to hold it. And then twist it round. Okay.
Yep, I see.
So from the front, you will have a continual coil, but from the back here, where you've got these two ends, if you clip them nice and close, yeah, and then just take this wire and press it up.
So you're squeezing the two ends together.
Yeah. You will find that you might need to get a nail file or something just to get any rough edges off. Now you've done that, again, you've bent it out of shape, but with a bit of manipulation, you can end up, in fact, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. We shall have this as a trapezium instead of a square. I'm just going to bend that down a bit more so that the clasp is more in the centre.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your frame. As I say, you can buy frames that have been ready-made, or just, a bit of practice. You can make the square frame quite easily. And then what we'll do is I'm going to wrap wire of a different colour on this so that we can see what we're doing. You need 4 pieces of wire, I'd say about 12 inches long. Okay. So if we cut these, 1, 2. They don't all need to be the same size. You're better off cutting more wire than you think you'll need.
Right, okay.
As is always the way. I mean, wire is quite inexpensive. you know, you will end up cutting fair bits off the end of it, but it's better to have more to work with.
Definitely.
Just move those to you a minute.
Okay.
And then if you take your first piece of wire, find the centre of it, yeah?
Yeah.
And then thread it through here. And then we're just going to wrap it around the base in a small coil.
So these are the root. This is the root of the tree.
This will be the root of the tree. Wrap it around a couple of times. Squeeze your coils up.
So that all the hoops are.
Yeah, so the
flush with
hoops
each
are
other.
flush with each other.
Yeah.
And just leave the ends hanging a minute. So that's one. And we'll do the next one. And what you do, I mean, you can have as many branches to the tree as you like. I mean, you know, if you've made a smaller pendant, I'd suggest you only do 3, because otherwise you're not going to have enough room to get all of the beads on there without it looking crowded.
Right, okay.
I'm just going to do 2 of these for a minute, because then I'll just show you very quickly what the next step is. And then we'll take a break, and then we'll carry on from there. Your roots will be like this. Yeah?
Yeah.
So when you've got the 4 together, then what we'll be doing in a minute is twisting the whole thing to make the trunk of the tree.
Right, okay.
So I'll get on and wrap the other pieces of wire, and we'll come back in a minute.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, Corinne. Well, make sure you do tune in for the next instalment of our Tree of Life series, brought to you by the Crafts Channel. Thanks.